Hello. I hope you and yours are safe and healthy. As you know, or may know, many North Carolina counties are no longer in the green or low transmission COVID category. Iredell and many others have moved to yellow or medium, while a few have moved to the red high transmission category. The message remains the same. Please continue to exercise caution and prudence because COVID remains with us. We had a great Pentecost Sunday. Folks came in their red. We heard the gospel proclaimed in various tongues. We waved the dove and celebrated the church's birthday with a grand party. It was a great day, and it should be. We celebrate God as Holy Spirit, ever living and ever with us. I guess the question this day begs is whether we still believe in a God who acts like that. Do we still believe in a God God who blows through closed doors and sets our heads on fire? Do we still believe in a God with power to transform us, both as individuals and as a people, and to bestow the gift of understanding? Or have we decided that God's pretty old and tired by now, someone to whom we may pray, but not anyone we can really expect to change our lives? The good news is we can. We can believe that. Because Pentecost didn't just happen once a long, long time ago. There are, in Luke's Acts of the Apostles, multiple Pentecosts. Multiple times, that is, when the Spirit is poured out, when amazing things happen and people come to faith. Think about when Philip baptizes the Ethiopian eunuch, or when Paul is converted, or when Peter is, quote, converted to a more universal understanding of Christianity in his encounter with Cornelius, just to name a few. Each of these stories represents a repetition and extension of the power of the Holy Spirit that starts at Pentecost but continues throughout the history of the early church. And it doesn't stop in Acts. There are a variety of episodes in the church's history that we might also, appropriately name other Pentecosts. The flourishing of monastic communities in the Middle Ages, the Reformation, the Great Awakenings in North America, and more are all great examples. And perhaps we'd name the heightened appreciation of and hunger for the divine in our own age as a potential Pentecost in the making. And it's not just big events. Sometimes, aided by the advocate Jesus promises that is also the Spirit that fell at that first Pentecost, I see the people I'm around continuing the story that started so long ago by sharing their faith, living with confidence, claiming the power of God in their lives, reaching out in mercy and love to those around them, receiving and practicing the gift of understanding. I see them, that is, as the church that continues to be recreated by the Spirit. And the thing is, the more I name this, the more I see it, and the easier it gets to name, and then to see, and so on and so on. Because Pentecost isn't over. Why should we be surprised by that? At the end of John's Gospel, Jesus makes an astounding promise to his disciples. He says that even if they have a hard time believing what he says based on his words alone, at least they can believe it because of the works they've seen him do. And then he goes on to say, "Very truly I tell you, the one who believes in me will also do the works that I do, and in fact will do greater works than these." Did you hear that? We who believe in Jesus will do even greater works than he. Feeding, preaching, healing, giving life to the dead. So maybe the important question isn't, did you hear that, but rather, do you believe it? Let our lives say yes. See you soon.